Do you know the connection between emotions and success? Well, our motivation is largely influenced by our emotions. So, if we are in a happy, cheerful state of mind, then we are energized and we want to do everything it takes to work towards our goals. But if we are feeling sad, a little low, then what happens is that we start procrastination. I'll do this tomorrow, and we postpone doing things. Then we are not working towards our success and we are slowly inching towards failure. Or if we are really angry, then what we do is we will do stupid things on impulse because we are reacting instead of thinking and using our brain. And then we'll end up, you know, doing that, having regrets that what did I do? Now it's going to cost me my success. But most of us are under the control of our emotions. We are victim to our emotions rather than that we are in control of our emotions. If you really want to work towards success, then you need to be in control of your emotions. And how can we do that? Now, today I am going to teach you a very simple technique, and it is called emotional freedom technique, or EFT for short. It is also called as tapping technique because it is mainly about tapping the side of your hand and some points on the face, which will cause the emotions to release and bring about freedom from these emotions so that you're no longer in the grip of these emotions. To follow me for more such videos and more such healing techniques, please subscribe to my channel. The link is given below. Okay. So, what will be the benefits of releasing your emotions? There are two main benefits. The immediate one is that emotionally you are going to be free, so that then, like I said, you are motivated to do your work, to start studying again, to move towards your goal, basically to move towards your success. That is the first thing. The second benefit is a long term benefit. The lot of emotions remain in our body and they cause illnesses in the body. Most illnesses, all illnesses that a human being suffers from, 97% are psychosomatic, which means that the emotions get trapped in the body and lead to an ailment in the body, right? So this could be a simple technique to ensure that you are healthy in the long term and do not suffer from any of these psychosomatic diseases. So let me get started with this technique. So the first thing is to rate the incident or the emotion on a scale of 0 to 10. 10 being the severest. Okay. So whatever incident it is that is churning in your mind, you rate it on a count of from 0 to 10. So it could be very, very intense. You could be very, very angry, and then you would rate it at 10, or a little less, but still very angry. And then it would be somewhere around 7 to 9, maybe. And that's how the rating goes. And that will help you because we will rate it again later to know whether the emotional intensity has dropped, right? The second thing is to formulate a setup statement. Now, what is a setup statement? It is made of two parts. The first part is which says, even though blank, and the second part is, uh, I still love, accept, and forgive myself completely. Now, the second part of the statement will always remain the same, whatever the incident, whatever the trigger, whatever the emotion it is that you are dealing with, right? So, the second part is, I still love, accept, and forgive myself completely. Okay, so this is the second part. Now let's deal with the first part because that is how you really formulate the statement so that you can start off this process. So it starts with, even though. Now you put in the incident or the emotional trigger over here. Now, how do you say it? Like, let me give you an example. Suppose I have really gone and got a new haircut, and I go to my friend and she really criticizes it, which triggers my temper. Okay, so now this is the incident. Now, what will I formulate as a setup statement? So I will say, even though I'm really angry with my friend for criticizing my haircut and I feel like slapping her right now, I still love, accept, and forgive myself completely. Okay, now when you say this statement, try to bring out all your emotions. Okay, whenever you're doing the tapping or saying the setup statement, try to bring out your emotions so that finally we can get rid of the emotions, right? This is a healthy way of getting rid of your emotions, because if you really slap your friend, or if you say offensive things to her, you're going to end up losing the friendship. So this is the benefit as well. Now I will show you the tapping points. The tapping points, the first one is the karate chop point, which is at the side of the palm, below the little finger, right? So it is called karate chop because if you've seen karate players, they use this side to hit the opponent. So it's called the karate chop point, but we will use this side of the palm just below the little finger, right? So the karate chop point is tapped on while we say the setup statement 3 times. That is the initial thing. After that, we do not need to say the setup statement at all. Rather, then we tap on the other points, right? And I will tell you the other points. The first point is here, just above the bridge of the nose at the side of the eyebrows here. Okay, you can use either 2 fingers or 3 fingers to tap. Anything is okay. Let's not get too fussy because there aren't too many rules over here. Anything works. The point is to get this point, somewhere close there. So this is called the eyebrow point. The second point is here, um, at the side of the eye. Okay, and the third point is below the eye. This socket, you can feel this bone here, and that is the place where you will tap. The fourth point here is below the nose here, just below the nostrils in the center. The next point is below the lips, that is called the chin point, in this groove. So you tap in the groove. Then after that, the next point is here where you see the collarbone, just below the collarbone. You tap here. Okay, so this is the collarbone point. After that, the next point is below the armpit. I'm able to demonstrate. For ladies, it is easy because this is the point where your bra strap is. Okay, so that's the point. This is called the arm, below the armpit, right? And the last point is on the head, on the crown. It could be like large area, or you can keep doing it 1 point. Okay, so let's not be fussed about whether we use 2 fingers. Let's not be fussed about whether we use 3 fingers, or we use a larger surface area, or we end up shifting the point a little bit. It's not going to matter. Finally, it matters whether you do this a technique and practice it so that you get the results. That is the important part. Because now, finally, after you have seen all the points, let me show you how to get started. So like I said, the setup statement is repeated 3 times while we continue to tap on the karate chop point. So my setup statement was, even though I am really angry with my friend and I feel like slapping her right now for criticizing my haircut, I still love, accept, and forgive myself completely. I say this statement 3 times. After that, I start tapping on these points. One, the eyebrow point. Second, the side of the eye. Third, below eye. Fourth, below the nostrils. Fifth, below the lips, that is the chin point. Then the fifth is the collarbone. The sixth is the armpit, and this is the above the head. So we continue doing it in this sequence. Now, even the sequence doesn't have to be hard and fast, but I would suggest that use a standard sequence so that you finally form the habit and you end up tapping on all the points. Okay. Initially, you might end up forgetting 1 point, or all those things. So now, when you start tapping on these points, you kind of say everything that comes to mind about this emotion and about this incident. So maybe I'll say things like, yeah, I feel like slapping her, and what does she know about hairstyles? And she's the one who wears these stupid red shoes all the time. And I hate even the fact that, she will not get her own tiffin, and she keeps expecting me to share my tiffin. So you keep saying a lot of these things which might be a trigger and have been like minor irritations in your friendship. So you say all of these things, whatever comes to mind, with a lot of emotion. And in the process, as you're tapping, the emotions get discharged from the body through these points and through this tapping technique, right? And after you've done, like, say, maybe 3 or 4 rounds of the tapping, what you do is you again stop and analyze or grade your emotion on a scale of 0 to 10. you will find that the emotional intensity has dropped. Say, we assume we started on the severity of 10 and it drops down to, like, say, maybe 5 or 6. Then do a few more rounds and it will drop. And see to it that you stop only when the intensity drops down below 2. So this is how you do the tapping technique. And after you have done this and graded the intensity, remember to drink a reasonable amount of water. That will help to flush out all the toxins from the body which have been released through this method. I hope you get brilliant results. It's a simple technique. You don't need a psychologist. You don't need too much know how about it. Follow my video so that you remember the points, you remember the method. It's very simple. Once you do it a few times, it will really be very easy to remember. And I have to give you like one tip, which is that you end up having a lot of insights and breakthroughs while you're doing this, which helps you release not just this emotion, but sometimes the breakthroughs are so good that you end up releasing these triggers altogether. Like if you have noticed that this is your trigger with particular people or with particular situations, you might feel that now the trigger no longer works on you and into get you into that emotional turmoil. So EFT is a very good technique in that sense. A lot of people do this, every day, like in the morning or at night, to just do like a cleanup. It's like a cleanup, mental, emotional cleanup, flushing out of all the negative emotions, and that helps you. Like we take a bath to clean ourselves up. That way, this is like a little mental wash, and it will keep you free if you do it every day for, like, say, maybe just like 5-10 minutes every day, and you will see the benefits, because you will be motivated, you will be positive, you will be perky and happy, cheerful, peaceful, and working towards your success. All the best. If you really like this video and it helped you heal from your negative emotions, see to it that you comment in the comments section. Thank you.